CNN.
But make sure it's legal in your state. Isn't
yeah.
it illegal in some states?
Yeah, in Ohio, please do not take a selfie in the voting spot in Ohio.
Sometimes you just know when you've hit a home run. That's how I feel about Blue Emu Pain Relief Spray. Odorless and fast-acting, it soothes all my muscle aches and pains. And it's convenient for those hard-to-reach places. And if you're like me, you'll love Blue Emu Super Strength Cream. It's made with real emu oil. It's non-greasy. It's a deep penetrating formula that works itself down into your joints. Take it from me. It works fast and you won't stink. Blue Emu. It works for me. It'll work for you.
Eligible for Medicare, that's a good thing, but it doesn't cover everything. Only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. So consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare supplement insurance plans, they pick up some of what Medicare doesn't pay and could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Call today to request a free decision guide to help you better understand what Medicare is all about and which AARP Medicare supplement plan works best for you. With these types of plans, you'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks and virtually no referrals needed. There's a range of plans to choose from, too, and they all travel with you, anywhere in the country. Join the millions who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP, an organization serving the needs of people 50 and over for generations, and provided by United Healthcare Insurance Company, which has over 30 years of experience behind it. Call today. Remember, Medicare supplement insurance helps cover some of what Medicare doesn't pay. Expenses that could really add up. These kinds of plans could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. You'll be able to choose any doctor who accepts Medicare patients, and there are virtually no referrals needed. So don't wait. With all the good years ahead, look for the experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide. This easy-to-understand guide will answer some of your questions and help you find the AARP Medicare supplement plan that's right for you.
Closed captioning brought to you by InventHelp. Call 1-888-909-4332.
People ask me all the time, George, what do I do with my idea for a new product? I tell them, call my friends at InventHelp.
Call for free information.
So the bike literally becomes the new America to get that out.
Get off the bike and run!
Cycling's an art sport world. Mentally, it's the bike literally becomes the relief valve. The bike literally becomes the relief valve. So the bike literally becomes the relief valve.
Those guys are still copper. What if it's that bear from the news? What if he gets in? Then I have to find its weakness and exploit it. And I have to summon the courage of my ancestors. Bear!
Honey, relax. We have AT&T. No bears.
Save $120 a year on your DirecTV bill when you sign up for AT&T Digital Life.
All right, come on, it's game time. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go.
Here they come.
This is going to be good.
Watch out for the crossover. Look at that handle.
That's what I'm talking about. He wants you to right, close and left.
Take him down.
Watch your back, watch your back.
Setting him up, he's gonna spin.
Time out. Time out.
Nobody panic.
What do you got, baby?
Gotta go.
I can't watch this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Take the action with you. NBA League Pass. 5 games wherever you are.
New day. The most news in the morning. Up next on CNN.
Till the hour. This is our special Election Day coverage. It happens only on Election Day. I want to bring in our guest now, CNN political commentator, Donald Trump supporter John Phillips, who hosts a radio show on KABC out in California, Democratic strategist and birthday boy Richard Socarides is here.
Happy birthday to you.
He's a former senior advisor to Bill Clinton and a writer for NewYorker.com. Senior media correspondent Brian Stelzer, host of CNN's Reliable Sources, is here, and Ellis Hennigan, best-selling author and Newsday columnist. We are going to start with the birthday boy, Richard Socarides. As we sit here on the last day of the 2016 race, What will this race be remembered as and for?
Well, certainly it'll be remembered as the most unusual campaign probably in my lifetime.
Not hyperbolic. You were saying that it is easily.
No, it's really unusual. I mean, I was thinking about it this morning. I mean, never before have we had a candidate, like all kinds of crazy stuff happened in this election. And it wasn't really just the rhetoric or the nastiness, but we had all kinds of discussions that we never had about sexual harassment. We had, a candidate who seemed constantly under the microscope for misdeeds.
Under investigation.
Well, not any longer.
Yeah.
But just watching, Bill and Hillary Clinton come down the campaign plane this morning in Westchester, you're also watching history. I mean, Bill Clinton was your boss.
Yeah.
You're talking about the first female nominee for a major party candidacy, and then her husband was also a president.
Right.
I mean, it's just, sometimes you have to think about the history there.
I think with respect to Hillary, I was thinking about this also, that, and other people can talk about Mr. Trump, but I think, all things considered, the Hillary Clinton folks waged a fantastic campaign. I mean, she had 3 stellar debate performances, and a lot of things went right for them. And I think when the history books are written, it will show that under difficult circumstances, they really ran a brilliant campaign.
John Phillips, you were just referenced there as other people. Other people will talk about
Donald Trump. That's you.
Worse.
Go ahead, discuss.
There's a certain order to the political world. What's the percentage of incumbents that win re-election? It's over 90%. You look at the primaries, there's usually one candidate that gets all the endorsements, all the money, and we know going into it who is likely going to be the winner. What we saw in this election was that turned upside down, where Donald Trump entered that Republican primary, and everyone thought it was going to be a sideshow. No one thought he had an actual chance of winning. All the money, all the endorsements were behind Jeb. Marco Rubio theoretically had a shot. In the early days, Rand Paul was going to be the guy who stepped in and was the anti-establishment figure.
It seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
And Donald Trump just turned the whole thing upside down.
Let's talk about what happens today. We can talk about what happened and what has to happen going forward, with healing and a new administration. But Ellis Hennigan, let's talk about today. Today, we don't know what's going to happen. This is the day when America votes, and we simply don't know. Many of these battleground states are too close to call.
It's absolutely right. Anyone, as the day goes on, who tells you they know is lying to you. Right? Because we all know a lot of smart people, and none of them knows what's going to happen tonight. So yeah, there's tremendous drama. There's a hugely important race. I resist the notion that, oh my God, it's the nastiest race ever. We get one of those every time we have a race, but hugely important. And whatever you do, get out and cast that thing. It's what you got.
And Brian Stelter, another unknown is this. I mean, people look to Donald Trump, and he's been unpredictable this whole campaign, and people are looking to see what he says tonight, win or lose in a way. And I think this will be a speech, if there is a speech delivered tonight by him, that is watched very, very carefully.
If he wins, obviously he speaks. If he loses, number one, will he speak? And then number two, what will he say? And then if there's a third scenario, we don't know what's happening at 11 p.m. or midnight, it's too close to call, then it'll be even more interesting to see what Donald Trump says in that moment. In some ways, he has laid weeks ago and into tomorrow and into the rest of the week. One thing I love about CNN, by the way, we don't talk about polls on Election Day. That's the one thing we don't talk about. I think that's very smart. We let the voters go to the polls today, make up their own minds, and then we start to